Hello YouTube and welcome to our next video. This time it's a short comparison from the outside and size and feeling between the Google Nexus 7 and the new Apple iPad mini. First of all, of course, the iPad mini is a bigger device. We got a 7.9-inch screen compared to a 7-inch screen here on the Google Nexus. Let's put them on top of each other and you can see this. The iPad mini is definitely wider and higher than the Google Nexus, but it is also thinner, and it is really thinner. If I take both devices between my fingers, I can definitely feel the difference. It is a big difference. While in my hands, I can tell you, weight. We got 340 grams on the Nexus and 308 grams on the Mini. Will you notice the difference? Maybe slightly, maybe, just maybe. If you give these two devices to someone else and ask him which device is heavier, they probably won't know the answer. Yeah, they are really close to each other. What else? Front side, both got the 1.2 megapixel camera, both record in HD ready 720p. I like the quality of the iPad camera better. Another thing is the iPad got a really physical home button here. You can push it and unlock the device. The Google Nexus 7 got this on-off switch on the side, and I don't like this. If you turn it on, you have to push. You move the tablet when it's lying on the table. That's often the case with me. Or you have to lift it up and then push the button. I would have preferred a physical home button. And of course, the home button is causing a reduction of the actual screen size, because it is displayed on the screen here, together with an app switch button and a back key. So that's the front side. On the right side, of course, on-off switch and volume buttons here. The iPad mini got also volume keys here, and the lock or rotation switch here, or the mute button, depends what you want it to be. Then downside. On the Google Nexus, micro USB, our speaker and headphone jack, Apple Lightning port, and these two stereo speakers here. And look at this close comparison between the Lightning and the micro USB. Only Apple knows why they invented the Mini and didn't just take the micro USB port here. Left side, nothing on both devices. Top side, we got a little tiny microphone here on the Google Nexus. We got our headphone jack on the iPad, our microphone here, and our on-off button. And backside, as you notice, we got a 5 megapixel camera on the iPad mini. It records in full HD 180p. And no backside camera on the Google Nexus. And of course, one of the biggest differences is the case. We got here, like, it's a rubber case. It got its little tiny bumps here. You can hold it in one hand easily. This is, yes, and it feels okay. I like this. But compared to the aluminum, it looks cheaper, of course. Not cheap, but cheaper. The aluminum feels great. It's just, and overall the quality, the build quality is really great here on the iPad. Apple had some problems with the correct fitting of the screen. I have a Google Nexus without this problem here, but overall the building quality is higher on the iPad. This is one reason you have to pay 129 euros more for an iPad. 329 euros is the iPad mini price here in Germany, compared to 199 euros of an iPad, of a Google Nexus 7. Holding it in one hand can be different. You really have to spread your fingers far apart. Let's do this with two hands here to show you. And but I think nobody will hold their tablets this way. You will hold this in your half of your palm. This way you can still use this, operate it with your thumb, or the way I prefer the most is just holding it on the edges with 3 or 2 fingers. This is really neat and nice. It feels a little bit like you are Jean-Luc Picard, captain of the Starship Enterprise, and I really dig this feature and the weight of both devices. I really like this. This is a big, huge advantage of this 7 and 7.9 inch tablets compared to their bigger brothers. So, this was the first video comparison. Thanks for watching and bye. See you in the next video.